So what is a gaming PC? If you look up the definition, it doesn't add up to the definition of what a game is and what a PC is. And by not understanding what a gaming PC is, people waste so much money and it is ridiculous. I've seen people get scammed by not understanding this. I've seen people waste money on unnecessary hardware by not understanding this. But let's kind of dive into what a game is. So just using the Google, what is a game? A game is an activity often for amusement that involves a set of rules, a defined goal, and a chance for success or failure. Games can be competitive, requiring skills, strategy, or luck to win against the other players or the game itself. That is what the definition of a game is. Now, if you look up the definition of what a PC is, that is defined an electronic device used for various tasks like internet browsing, document creation, and gaming. It's a type of computer designed for individual use, and this is the key word, individual use, and can be found in homes, offices, and schools. PCs often come in desktop and laptop formats. So now we know what a PC is and what a game is, but check this out. If you look up the definition of what a gaming PC is, the math doesn't math. And this is bugged out. So by definition, a gaming PC is a specialized personal computer designed for playing games, but this is the kicker, with high graphics and smooth performance. It differs from regular PCs by having powerful components like high-end graphics cards, processors, and RAMs. That's a crazy definition. Because if you go by that definition, technically not every computer is considered a gaming PC because it's not high-end and it's not specialized for that. But then if you look at the definition of gaming, which is pretty basic, and what a PC is, then technically if you break up each definition, then any computer can be a gaming PC. And I see this a lot where people go out and they spend ridiculous money on high-end hardware that is unnecessary just to play the latest and greatest. But then again, I've seen people spend thousands of dollars just to play just basic games that they could have played with a pretty much potato PC. And when I began to understand this definition, it kind of helped me with my side hustle to build gaming PCs or PCs capable of gaming that were more affordable. Think about it, gaming PC, high-end, top-of-the-line graphics cards and processors. That's expensive. 5090s costing $5,000 and CPUs costing upwards of $500 to $800 just for those two components alone. That is ridiculous. Just so you can play 4K at 1,000 frames per second. It is really overkill and unnecessary most of the time. And one of the reasons that I've gotten away from building high-end PCs, besides the fact that I found that it was not as profitable as flipping budget PCs, was because I found that I was pushing people to spend money that they really didn't need to spend when they could spend half the cost of it and still have a decent gaming experience. So when I started building these budget PCs, I always ask people, what are you trying to use the computer for? What games are you trying to play? And how much money are you willing to spend? Once I brought that to the customer's attention, we realized that a $2,000, $4,000 PC was really not worth it. Yes, the longevity, you get it for a long period of time, but still you were able to play the games that they were trying to play for a decent price, save money, and even still to this day, I have customers with 7th gen Intel i7 4th gens that are still using it years later and having a good experience. But going back to the definition, are all PCs gaming PCs by definition? Well, let's find out. Can you really game on a newer model potato with basic specs and still have a decent experience? There are great games out there on the Steam library, Epic Games, that you can enjoy and really get some decent bang for the buck. But how cheap can we go where we can still game? If you're not stuck on the latest and greatest and just want to play some games just to pass the time, enjoy yourself, decompress, then you probably don't need to spend a lot of money. So I got a potato. It's brand new. It's low spec. It costs probably about $200. Although not technically a gaming PC by the gaming PC definition, a gaming PC by definition of the individual words. So let's take a look at this, throw on the Steam library, see how well we can game on it, and we'll go over this. Now, these type of mini PCs, they have their purpose for office, school, convenience. Some people use them just for, media and streaming like that, and they work pretty good. But like I said, you can technically define this as a gaming PC depending on the games that you want to play. So now the specs is, I believe it's an Intel N150, 16 gigs of DDR4 memory, 512 gig M.2. I mean, plenty of space, decent speed. The size, the palm of your hand, low wattage, USB Type-C, USB in the front, Ethernet in the back. So, and you got two HDMI, so if you have to do dual monitors, you can. Now, another avenue that I kind of recommend for these, which I say this is, also pretty decent for gaming PCs, is emulation. These PCs have plenty of power to be able to play, most legal backups of older systems, NES, SNES, Dreamcast, even PlayStation and stuff like that. And there are a lot of great videos and guides that show you how to set it up. I have a video where I used an old HP ProDesk with I think it was an i5 6th gen, and I was able to play all my legal backups of my games without issues. And that's another great avenue, which by definition makes it a gaming PC. Got Fortnite installed, and what we're going to go ahead and do now is see how well it might perform. So we're in performance mode, and I've dropped it to 720p, and just sitting here we're like at dropping to 30 frames per second. Sometimes we get 50. I don't know, but it might surprise us, so let's give it a shot. So diving right into it, yeah, not going too well. Sometimes it wants to do 60 frames per second, but then you get stutters like this where it drops to like 3 frames per second. CPU is only pulling about 10 watts. And I'm sure as soon as we dive into a more intense scene or a battle royale, to say the least, we're probably gonna tank a bit. I don't think we're gonna be able to obliterate anybody in this game with this performance. Not to mention the fact that, I stink at these games. So, yeah. But does that mean that this is not a gaming PC? Well, it just means that it can't play this game. Let's try to see if we can find something else it can play. So this might be a perfect example of what makes this potentially a gaming PC. Well, here we are at Hollow Knight. Let's go to our video. Let's look at our settings, 1080p, 60 hertz, medium. Just sitting here, we're at 180 frames per second, just idling. So let's start the game. And there we go. So we're about 70 frames per second. The game plays smooth. And this is a pretty fun game. I enjoy this game a lot. I really need to get back into it. So far this gaming experience is pretty playable. No stutters, no dips below 60 frames per second. The game looks great. I mean, obviously it's a potato game, but here's a perfect example of the type of games that you can still play on any PC. So now is it considered a gaming PC? So here's another one, Little Nightmares, 1080p, low settings, 40 frames per second. This computer is pulling 9.2 watts. Yeah, but once again, as you can see, we're playing a game on a PC that's not really labeled as a gaming PC by the definition of gaming PC. Steam library is huge. There are tons of games like this. And it goes back to my initial statement that any PC can be considered a gaming PC. So what is a gaming PC? Honestly, it's not the definition that you look up on the internet. A gaming PC, in my opinion, and I think this is more of a fair definition, is a PC that is capable of gaming based upon your personal needs. Now, part of the definition, they say, customization, all that type of stuff, but it's based upon your needs and what you're trying to get out of the PC. Not high-end GPU, not high-end CPU. Personally, I think that's just a sale to get people to spend that type of money. If I had no experience and I want to look up what a gaming PC is, the first thing that I was going to see is high-end GPU. And when you type in high-end GPU 2025, it's probably going to come up with a 50 series graphics card or some ridiculous CPU. But if I'm looking for a gaming PC just to play some Fortnite, Dota, CSGO, or even some of these potatoes PCs, then by definition, a gaming PC is not what you need to be looking for. You need to be looking for a PC that's capable of gaming at your needs, that's tailored to you based upon your budget, not the standards that is defined by this definition. And when you really break it down individually, you can honestly see that any PC is a gaming PC, even a potato one like this, capable of playing potato games and even probably a great emulation PC. With all that being said, comment down below, let me know your thoughts, concerns, criticisms. What is your definition of a gaming PC? Do you think that hype and that name and that definition is really pushes towards sales and buying unnecessary hardware? And for those of you that actually go out, and for those of you that actually, for those of you techs that actually flip PCs and build PCs for people, do you believe in sitting down and being transparent with them and really gauging their interest on what they need to be spending their money on? Or are you just quick to go out and sell them a $1,000 PC just to play Roblox? If you like this video, definitely hit the like button, subscribe if you're not, and as always, we'll see what we come up with next.